So lesson today is going to be all about foreign exchange. And so we're going to set up two countries here. We happen to be on the U.S.-Mexican border, so that works out really nicely for us. And I know that today the foreign exchange rate is equal to 17.5 Mexican pesos, MXN, Mexican Nuevos pesos, over U.S. dollars. We refer to this as the spot price. The spot price is the price that exists right now, 17.5 MXN. And the reason we refer to this as the spot price is because there also exists a forward price. And the forward price is going to be something, in this case, the forward price, we're just going to say that it's 18 MXN over USD. And that basically means that I can exchange at this rate at some point in the future. Okay? But we're not really going to worry about that too often or too much. We're just going to focus on the spot price to do our basic understanding. And so let's go back to our example. The spot price is equal to 17.5 Mexican pesos, MXN, per US dollar. What does that mean? It means that I have $1 US, and that's going to equal 17.5 pesos. So that's basically it. It's a very simple calculation, but let's see what happens if I go the other way. How much is 1 Mexican peso worth in US dollars? How do I figure that out? Well, the easiest way to do this is to take the inverse of the rate. If my rate is 17.5, let me erase that actually and do, I can take the inverse. 1 over 17.5 is equal to, here's my calculator. You can do this on your calculator, and you should expect to be able to calculate this on an exam. 1 divided by 17.5 is equal to 0.05 US dollars per Mexican peso, MXN. So this is going to be 1 times, let's make this into a times, 0.05 equals, and so it equals 5 cents, obviously, 0.05. So 1 Mexican peso, let's clean it up, MXN, 1 Mexican peso at this rate, is equal to USD 0.05 cents, or 5/100ths of a dollar. Okay, so again, how do we calculate one from the other? 1 over 0.05 is going to be equal to 17.5. This is going to be MXN over USD, and 17.5 is equal to 1 over 17.5 is equal to 0.05 USD over MXN. Another easy way to think about this, if you forget it later for the exam, is to figure out that MXN over USD is equal to some number, and the inverse of this relationship is, I don't know how to do inverse, just make the inverse, is equal to USD over MXN. So I'm just taking one and dividing it by the other to get the solution. 1 over this relationship, 17.5, is equal to 0.05. And then again, 1 over 0.05 is equal to 17.5. And that's how I flip back and forth from inverse relationships. So let's pretend that there's a store in the United States, which is a very common practice here in South Texas. And this retail store sells, I don't know, whatever, jeans. Can I draw jeans? I can draw jeans. We have jeans. And these jeans are worth $40 US, okay? And in order to get there, you gotta cross the river. Since we're in Texas, there's a river. This is in the USA, and this is in our Mexican brethren, our Mexican cousins. And the Mexican retail shopper wants to come over to the US and purchase these $40 jeans. Well, how many pesos do they need to accomplish that? We would take the dollar amount of the jeans and multiply them by the dollar by the peso to dollar rate. So another great way to think about this is that these dollars are in USD. And I'm going to multiply them by the rate 17.5 MXN over USD. If you think about this kind of like a physics equation, you can say this is USD over 1, and that this USD is going to cross out this USD, right? Which is why I do the Mexican pesos over the USD, and then just multiply them across. And 17.5 times $40 is equal to 700 MXN.